Welcome to another video and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Elena. This is Elena in Wonderland. We create bookish content including journal videos, and that's what today is. We do have my 2025 reading journal that we are working on right now. I cannot wait for you to see how this turns out. So right now we're working on my intro page, I guess would be the right terms, and that will have a entire different background. I do like the iridescent background on the left hand side of my journal, however it's just not fitting the vibe that I'm going for this year, and so I went ahead and did this checkered background. I do really like how this turns out, and I did a lot of measurements beforehand while I was trying to cut the paper, and the glue tape I'm using is honestly just from Temu or Shein. It's something I received in a package, so that's very helpful if you don't use glue tape. I definitely recommend it. However, the purple Elmer's glue stick still works as well. This is what I'm covering that iridescent paper with, is going to be these beautiful butterfly moth, and it comes from the same scrapbooking paper as the checkered board that you see on the right hand side. Now that it is glued down to the page, I just made sure that I measured correctly by closing the journal, and now I found these really awesome pieces, Strange and Unusual, and then Curious with the Black Raven. A lot of the things in this book is based off of Edgar Allan Poe, but as you all know, Curious and Curiouser is from Alice in Wonderland, so I just had to add that definitely to this journal, as well as Strange and Unusual. Just fits a vibe. Honestly, we are strange and unusual. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Exactly. So, this is how it looks so far. I love it. This is the book I was telling you all about. I got it from Michael's. It's beautiful. It's in the scrapbook page area. I did find this little frame in there. I went ahead and cut that out, and I'm gluing it down to the page, and that's where I will do my name. So I am a little bit of a perfectionist, and because of that, I like to go through and do all my sketching in pencil first, and then I'll go through with the pen, just because the pen is permanent. So you'll see me erase and write and erase and write multiple times. That's just because I'm trying to find the exact way I want something to look. It's difficult for me to just go with the flow when it comes to creating. I don't know. I want it to look pretty and good, so that way I want to use it. And I learned last year that's how I will encourage myself to use it. At the bottom you see me writing my Instagram name. That's going to be my if found contact here. I thought that was a good idea just in case I lose my journal, which would be devastating. So here's hoping I don't, but just in case. Moving on, I am working on my Goodreads challenge right now. So basically I'm sketching out a beautiful honeycomb style spread, and I will number all of these. Once I finish a book, I come back to this page and I color in a honeycomb. I'm trying to decide if I want to do what I did last year, which was color code based on the months that I finished the book, or if I want to do it the same as how my bookshelf will look, my Book Shelfie. We'll see. But this year, I believe I did all the way up to 81. Well, you're about to find out. Maybe it's 82. I'm not even sure anymore. But I did this just in case. 80. This page, now that we're working on, is my anticipated releases for 2025. This is something I did not do for 2024 because I ended up spending so much money. This is now the beginning of the journal. My cover page has a Dutch door here, so I really love that. These are my reading goals. We talked about this in a different video. I will link them in the cards, but here you can read through them if you would like to see. I did add, I think, 2 more goals to this page, and you'll probably see those at the end of the video. I'm going to do a full flip through of the journal. This is my book Shelfie. I'm really excited. Of course, you know, I had to add my pets again this year. So we have Severus and Sephi down at the bottom, but I am going to work on sketching in Book Shelfie, and then I will also sketch the window, just kind of filling it in. Like I said before, I do a lot of pencil sketches first just because I want to make sure it looks the way I want it to look. This is that anticipated releases page that I was telling you about. This is what it looks like now. I do eventually go in and fill this in, but I just wanted to show you what that looked like now. Then we have my, oh yeah, I really like the iridescent washi tape. Now is the Goodreads challenge. I did show you this earlier, so I just wanted to do a follow-up. So sorry about that noise, it was my phone. This is going to be my physical to be read. This is what we call a waterfall in the planner / journaling community. And I love the way it turned out. However, I found out that this was not enough space for all the books that I own at home. This is the 2024 journal, and I had to add a page extra, a washi page taped in. So these are all the books I owned. I go through and cross them off and date them when I read them or unhaul them. And then this last 2 pages right there, the washi tape, I had to tape that in here. I can and can't believe that I have this huge consumerism problem. So I also have a Kindle library that I like to add, and I terribly failed. And so I also added that to this journal as well. So after these pages, I added 3 Kindle TBR pages. I don't think I'll write the full author's name out because that screwed me. So what I'll do instead is initials. I also wanted to show you how I set up my series TBR. Last year I didn't finish a lot of series, but I started a lot of series. So this year we're going to be focusing on trying to finish those. However, I really like the boxes idea and checking them off as I go. So I did X's if I have already read the book. I did go ahead and start filling them in, so that way I can just like fill the rest in as I continue or finish them. But right now you are seeing me write in every series and how many books they all have and just how many I actually have read out of the series, how many books that I completed. And I just love how beautiful this turned out. When you see the final flip through, you will realize there's a lot more series added after this because I realized there was a bunch more that I didn't add to 2024 journal. So bear with me. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this final flip through of my reading journal for 2025. First up is the little intro page, just says reading journal, Elena. If found, they can contact me through my Instagram. Then we have my cover page for 2025. And this is just that Dutch door I was telling you about right here. I love that. My reading goals. Then we have, actually my book shelfie is next. I need to go ahead and update all of this stuff because I have read 3 books since then. You have my anticipated releases. I didn't really do anything for February and March. As you can tell, I'll check through later during the year for more books during fall winter season, but for right now I just heavily focused on the summertime. Up next is going to be the Goodreads challenge. I do kind of wish that I hadn't wrote Goodreads and just reading challenge, but neither here nor there. This is my physical to be read and more. I already need to add another page or tape it in here somewhere. So there's that. I haven't filled out my Kindle TBR pages. I'll probably work on this today on the airplane. if I have time. My series tracker, this is one of my favorite pages in the entire journal. I just really love how beautiful it turned out, the color scheme. These stickers are from Wrong, and I will tag them below. Then you have favorite quotes pages, and I need to add some that I really loved. And then my second favorite spread for a second year in a row is my library savings and gifted books. This turned out so beautifully. My best friend gave me a bunch of junk journal stuff, and I just scrapbooked it myself. And I have already been using the library, so I will be adding a book there. My DNF graveyard, this is going to be for Kindle Unlimited reads, and we're already failing at that. It's February now. Aardvark Book Box, Libro FM, I need to update this. We have new to me authors, as well as my buddy reads on the opposite side. Next I have, favorite audiobooks. I wanted to do something different, so I made Clouds. This is a deco page to break up those from my challenges. So that will be starting off with 25 for 2025. I'll be filling this in once I'm home. Then we have 12 books challenge. This is by 12 friends. I want to add in which friend had recommended these to me. Legendborn was actually recommended by 2 different people, so I'll try and fit that in somewhere. This will be my top 10 reads of 2025. I love my alphabet challenge. This is just very aesthetically pleasing for me. I love the color scheme, and I can't wait to fill those in as well. Then we have Trans Reading Challenge. These are all bonus prompts over here, and then these are the actual challenges for the year. This is hosted by Reese, I believe. I will try to link their Instagram and the StoryGraph challenge if I can. I'm not sure if we're able to do them. This is 19 Nonfiction. It's really hard to see, so I'll kind of zoom in here on the actual prompts for each thing. But another creator did this, and I'm really excited because I haven't been reading a lot of nonfiction lately, so I want to get back into my groove. Next up, these are spreads for Jan Agaton. I will tag her YouTube below, but every year she does a full moon readathon. And last year she started a Coffin covers challenge, kind of like Books with Lala, but covers instead. So the way that it works, you will find a book. You'll find a book with a clock, bed, beverage, cloud, hand, snake, building, cat, tree, bug, candle, and book on the cover, and read it, and then you'll put in the title there. Next up is the Buzzword Challenge by Books with Lala. Also put in all of the creators down below in the info, so that way if you want to go and see these creators' video announcements or just their pages, I will link them. So each month has its own prompt. As you can tell, I put in a book here already. I don't ever read these in the actual month they're supposed to be in. But for April was Animals, and I read The Songbird in the Heart of Stone. It's by Carissa Broadbent, and yes, it was 5 stars, as always with her books. Then for this year, I want to focus on my favorite booktubers. In the books, I'm going to be writing the booktubers I've been watching for years, and then on the sides, I'll be doing new booktubers that I find throughout the year. These are my YouTube video ideas, so if there's anything you think I should add here, let me know. And if you find any, prompt that you want to create on your own YouTube channel, don't forget to tag me because I would also love to see it. Next up is my YouTube subscribers, as well as my Insta and Booktok, not Bookstagram. We're talking about Booksta and Booktok. These are just my trackers for my personal goals myself. Then next is authors I don't want to read. I have my own reasoning, but if you see an author on here that you read and you want to know why, you can always comment on this video and I'll tell you. This is a brand new spread as well. It is called Bookstores I Visited Around the World. This year I will be flying to Europe all year long at my airline. I'm literally so excited to start these travels. My friend gave me the wonderful idea of writing this in my journal so I can document the bookstores that I visit, each place I go to, because I love doing the Travel Tuesday videos, whether it be a reel, a TikTok, or here. It's something I thoroughly enjoy. This is my 30 for 30. This year I am turning 30 years old. I'm wanting to read 30 books. Not all my lines are perfect, I know, but however, it's fine. I like the little designs on the sides. These are all wrong again, but these are the books I have so far on my list. I own all of these books physically. I really do want to knock down my TBR at home. The last 2 pages is Jante's Inferno. This is actually happening currently right now. I love how this turned out. I did all the writing myself and just did a picture reference. No scanning, no, like, what is it called when you sketch over it? None of that. No tracing. I did it all by myself. This is the other breakup point from that sticker book. And that's everything. I need to still do January wrap up. I need to add the reviews that I have done. That wraps up our 2025 reading journal. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe. And don't forget, everyone, to stay curious. Bye!